Hello yogis, thank you so much for joining me in today's hardcore flow, my yoga tutorial, focusing on abs and core strength. We're going to start out in a wide stance, arms come overhead, inhale, exhale into 5-pointed star. Going to tick-tock from left to right, warming up the spine and the core, and bend to the right side. Giving your side body a good stretch. And take a breath here. Inhale to rise. Tick-tock left to right. And bend to the left side. Giving your left side body a good stretch. Take a breath. Inhale to rise. Prep for triangle pose. Exhale and bend to the right for Trikonasana. Keeping your core strong and continuing to breathe. Inhale back to center. Switch out your toes. Tick-tock to the left side. And bend to the left for Trikonasana triangle pose. Deep breath here. Inhale to rise. Feet come forward. And exhale into wide-legged forward fold. Maybe grabbing either elbow. Inhale to halfway lift and use your next breath to enter into Adho Mudga Savasana, downward facing dog. Feel free to bend the knees, roll the hips, and raise either leg into the air for three-legged dog. Continue to breathe. From here, we're going to enter plank for a breath, and then do 25 mountain climbers. Go ahead and count it out in your head. After mountain climbers, plank again. Take 5 deep breaths here. Exhale, downward facing dog. Deep breath. And back to plank. We're going to do 20 knee to elbow, 10 on each side. Go ahead and count it out in your head. Almost there. Finish out strong. And exhale to downward facing dog. And then come to the mat, tabletop. Breathe through a couple cat-cows. Exhale into Balasana, child's pose. Take a breath. And inhale to upward facing dog. Take a breath. And lower yourself to the mat, raising your palms and toes for Superman. Feel free to put your hands in front of you. And then floor bow. Exhale back to the floor. Inhale to upward facing dog. Exhale, Balasana. Inhale, we're going to come to a seated position on the mat and prepare for boat pose. Take a deep breath here. We're going to do Russian twists, 50 of them. Go ahead and count it out in your head. Keep going, you've got this. Continuing to breathe. And come back to a seated position. Take a breath. And we're going to lay on the mat and do 20 lower ab leg lifts on your count. Just a few more. And finish strong. Rise to a Navasana boat pose and breathe. Exhale, return your feet to the mat. And we're going to meet in Uttanasana, forward fold. Exhale, left leg comes back, warrior one on the right side. Breathe deeply here. Next breath, left leg meets right, chair pose, and then right leg comes back, warrior one on the left side. Right leg forward, chair pose, and on your next breath, we're going to come down to Malasana, yogi squat. Deep breath here, palms come to the mat, knees under the armpits. When you're ready, fly your crow. Breathing deeply. Exhale, return your toes to the mat, Malasana, and come down to a seated position. From here, we're going to do 15 boat crunches, counting at your own pace. Continuing to breathe. And finishing out your crunches strong. Just a few more. And find yourself in a seated position. Deep breath here. Next, we're coming into plank pose for 5 deep breaths. Come to your right side for side plank on the right for 3 deep breaths. And on the third breath, left leg abducts into the air for an added challenge. Exhale, back to middle plank. 3 deep breaths here. And we'll come to the left side for 3 breaths. And on your third breath, right leg abducts into the air for that added challenge. Come back to the mat, plank pose. Exhale into downward facing dog. From here, bend at the elbows, dolphin pose, stack your bones, and if it is within your practice, enter your headstand. Continuing to breathe and engaging your core, play around in your headstand. Use your next breath to come back down to the mat. And we're going to meet in downward facing dog. Feet come to meet the hands. Weight shifts to the right leg. Exhale, rise to warrior 3. Deep breath here. Inhale, rise to Tadasana. Weight comes to the left leg. exhale, fall into warrior three. Deep breath here. Inhale, rise back to Tadasana. Root down in your right side for tree on the right. Breathe deeply here. Maybe play with your branches a little bit. Exhale, come back down to the mat. Switch out your legs for tree pose on the left side. Continue to breathe. And exhale, come back to Tadasana. We're going to make our way back down to the mat. Finish out strong with 25 bicycle crunches and then 25 scissors. Go ahead and count it out at your own pace. Staying strong, continuing to breathe, getting that elbow to knee action, and exhaling on the twists. After those bicycle crunches, lay down, take a breath, and inhale for scissors. Continue to breathe. And when you finish those, pop back up into boat pose. And that will conclude today's flow. Thank you so much for joining me. As always, peace, love, namaste.